Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The fans here in Detroit ready to cheer on their Pistons in this interconference matchup. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Adams in at the 5. Roman the paint.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Here's Westbrook. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now, here's Westbrook after the miss from Reggie Jackson. And Westbrook, here we go. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Just 4 to shoot. They get it again. And that one's good. Drummond.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now here's Durant. They double him with Drummond. And he gets it to go. Adams has got his first 2 points.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. They were able to shoot the ball better and better as the season wore on. Overall, they cut out the little mistakes that had bothered them back in 14.
Johnson kicks to Morris. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Here's Durant. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's good. Westbrook's got 7 points in the game. Well, as you said, Greg, the Pistons were a team that showed marked improvement. And, Clark, they did clean up their play style as well.
Yeah, they got better from 2014 to 15 in terms of upping their assists and cutting down the turnovers. Just made it a much more enjoyable game to watch the way they play.
The drive by Jackson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Johnson. Jackson kicks to Tolliver. Back to Jackson. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. And he sinks the layup.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table. And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Here's Baines. Pistons keep it alive. Here's Caldwell Pope. There's the pick. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Payne. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Shots good by Waiters.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch Clark how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Tolliver the pass to Jackson. And Waiters over to help. From deep. Here's Baines. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
First personal foul, team second.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Both teams will make substitutions. Outside Durant. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Johnson goes in. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one. The pass to Adams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Johnson kicks to Morris. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson dishes to Morris. Thunder with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
And here is Drummond following Russell Westbrook's 3. That's good. The Thunder leading by 7. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Here's Caldwell Pope looking for his first basket still in this one. Harris outside. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Shoots. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Number 6.
Pistons trailed by 11. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. There's the screen. Jackson kicks to Johnson. They grab their own miss. Back to Jackson. Drummond a screen to the middle. Off the pick.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, he's has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach. And his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Adams against Drummond. The dish to Jackson. Clock at 4. Drummond trying to get himself free. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Jackson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Inside. Here's Roberson. Lets the 3 fly. It's Drummond with the rebound. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And Durant sends it back.
Out of bounds.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
5 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Johnson. No good on that last second attempt there. And as we begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. He has been everywhere.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Pistons trailed by 11. They've got Tobias Harris. Andre Drummond is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jackson, and it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. Clock is at 3, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Well, he bailed him out with that foul. The shot clock was running low. He should have just held his ground and played straight up D and challenged the shot.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Now, here is Morris. Just his first attempt. Payne grabs the board. Detroit had a hard time making shots consistently last season. Clark, not a good shooting team from the floor. And, of course, that's in this league, it's going to kill you.
Yeah, it really will. I mean, at one point last year, Kevin, 3 of their 5 starters were in the bottom 10 in terms of players' field goal percentage. I mean, hard to win any game that way.
The Pistons on offense. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Jackson passes to Johnson. Here's Harris from downtown. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Harris has got it back down to single digits for the Pistons. Cantor dishes to Collison. Passes it to Morrow. The feed to Cantor. Kicks to Payne. Wide open look. And that one comes up a bit short.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they take it. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
And the basket by Morrow.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Different look here for Detroit. Aaron Baines is checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Johnson.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Fans had a hard time finding their way to the stadium last season for the Pistons at the bottom in several home attendance categories last year.
Yeah, it's right in Auburn Hills.
I know.
I mean, they used to go a lot when they were winning championships. But to be fair to those fans, it was hard at times to watch the Pistons play. I mean, they could get cold and really struggle on their home floor.
Russell Westbrook.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Jackson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Jackson's got 6 points.
And for the Pistons, a lot of their woes here at home were due to defense. I mean, their 18-23 home record comes from allowing too many good looks for their opponents.
Meeks with it. He's covered by Westbrook. Morris kicks to Baines. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the Pistons, how about starting out 2-13 at home? I mean, they did turn it around afterwards, going 16-10 to finish out the season. At least they seem to be headed in the right direction.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Johnson, he's checked in for Jody Meeks. So we can't get either to fall. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Outside Westbrook. This is to Robertson. Westbrook drives in. Got a piece of it. Morris passes to Johnson. Tolliver can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 16. And Adams with the slam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Baines inside. Adams defending. Offensive rebound. Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. Johnson outside. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. Here's Johnson. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. That misses, so he splits the free throws. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 5 now.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there. And a little artist.
The third quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City out in front, up 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Thunder leading by 5. Taking a look at the Thunder. Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Johnson dishes to Drummond. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Ibaka. They get it again. Durant. And Adams kicks to Durant. Durant with another miss. Pistons trailed by 5. Drummond with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Drummond passes to Morris. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drummond a screen. Johnson dishes to Drummond. The shot misses. Good D by Westbrook. Durant against Morris. Pass to Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. The Pistons shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. That's in, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Tobias Harris.
And if you came to see offense, folks, then you are getting your money's worth.
Yeah, you're getting all the snap, crackle, and pop you want from a scoring standpoint in this. I just hope you didn't come to see any D, because if you did, you've been in for a long day.
Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
And the Pistons making a change here. Meeks is checked in.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. It's stolen by Adams. Ahead. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Westbrook. Oh! Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Wow. Oh, goodness. That was almost a circus-like dunk.
Drummond passes to Jackson. And it's blocked by Adams. And they'll keep possession. 5 on the clock. Back to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. That's tipped.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Outside Durant. Right side Westbrook. With a step back. Good. He hits the jump shot. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Jackson against Westbrook. Pass to Harris. Meeks dishes to Drummond. Outside Jackson. They need this. Thunder with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Looking to get it going. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Jackson.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. He feeds it to Drummond. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Jackson. Westbrook. But they get it back. Roberson gets the bucket.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And he can't hit the second. He kicks to Adams. He dishes it to Westbrook. For 3, Durant. Westbrook.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
DJ Khaled. Convict music. We the best. Yeah. We taking over. Listen.
Spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ass Cali. Catman Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing and spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it. Red light stop, make it drop for the with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spit out with it. Say you need I said, I
If
get
you
it.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over.
Black flag, we rich. Yeah.
Listen.
Bounce, it's what I does. I get money every day I does that. It's how I ride. Black flag on the left too. Ride, you better move. Yeah, get shit like shine, that's on my neck. I'm big like Diddy. I'm with it. Cali, we get it. Biggie in my city. Please don't fit it. Hit 'em too. The brother get stupid. Silly. Money that come, run it like water. Mommy so hot. Miami on fire, you better be. Might get on the porch of your fortress. Yeah, they see it, but no one reports it. I run in,
Cause we
Rick Rouse,
taking
bottom.
over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Listen.
When you see, better duck like the Mac got an East Pass. What? I don't give a fuck, I run these streets. Y'all talk that, I want that beef. I'ma tell you like a G told me, they'll come back quick if cash rule everything around me. I'm YSL, Versace. You can see me in that Porsche GT. Coming down Sunset, sitting on D. Feeling like Pac, all eyes on me. Fresh bandana and I'm mad trees. Please, I spit every verse. Some say Cali, some say Khalid. 12 years down and I'm finally
If you
free.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't shoot unless you try to. Come around and try to stop on our ground. Cause we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Said we taking over. Listen.
Birdman dad, I'm number one. Can't make me wrong, so we got him done. The family, I'ma give him some. Spent that conda, he didn't run. Sunday had a whole church singing a song. Why they had to send my baby home? And with some that paper long. Been a G in the game, now my son on the throne.
I am the beast. Feed me rappers or feed me beats. I'm untamed, I need a leash. I'm insane, I need a shrink. I love and I need a leech. Why complain on easy streets? I don't even talk, I let the visa speak. And I like my Sprite Easter pink. And my wrist rush apart, but the mule is cooler. I have more juice than your jeweler. Touching, I will your medulla. That's a it is not a tumor. Red light, stop your rumors. I stay on track like a box of Pumas. I just rock with Junior. I am the little big
Cause we
kahuna.
taking
Get
it
it
over. One city at a time.
And during the few moments that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your anger, I know your dreams.
like we always do it this time. Cold, blowing your mind. Hey dummy, this no accident, all of this was designed. Took my time, crack from behind, and I opened up your blinds, rise and shine. Cold world, same used to drive around with your girl. In my mama's Civic, now I'm out here trying to get it. I ain't like you, boy, I spit it how I live it. So when you see me in the streets, man, I ain't got a mimic, cause I ain't got an image to uphold. This real, I ain't got a gimmick, I just flowed it. The boy that set fire to the booth. In a gang full of liars, it turns out that I'm the truth. Some say that rap's alive, it turns out that I'm the proof. Cause the ones y'all thought would save the day can't even tie my boots. The ones y'all thought can hang with me can't even let these words be my I don't rhyme my before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul to take, my soul to take, my soul to take, my soul to take. Lord, I've been dreaming about the paper. Get rich before I see my life taper. Hope my mama get to see Jamaica before she meet her maker. I hoop but never good enough to ever be a Laker. But these words I recall got me ballin'. Jordan, more than a rapper, this a natural disaster. Boy, I'm meaner than Katrina mixed with Gina. Shut up, Cole. This is for back home, homes. What up, Bo? This is for them that played me. What up? Nah, I ain't mad, it's sad. You went from bad to real bad. Two kids that don't even know they real dad. Real sad, baby girl, I wish you still had it. Then maybe you could get a taste of living Philmatic. It's cold, still at it. Y'all be talking about the same and how I feel about it. That's why I don't respect that. You talking cold, planning funerals. You might fit the. Before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul to take. My soul to take, my soul to take, my soul to take. Hey, get on your job, little man. This ain't Saturday. We in two different lanes, you can't navigate. We in two different games, you playing patty cake. Brother, you're lame. Yeah, out of shape. My mind run a mile a minute. The sky's the limit. I'm so high, I'm diving in it. My ride's just tinted. But it's just invented, the best out. Foolish pride to make you not admit it. Well, if this why you nodding with it? The hate in your blood can't stop your soul from vibing with it. Now you all conflicted, cause my flows is wicked. And my sticker and all of y'all picking me cause they know a star when they see a star. Ain't even got a to know here. Cheer up, you saved so many, you a hero. Medal of Honor, I'm feeling on top like Pac when he with Madonna. Hey, this is before dishonor. Get arrested and forget to tell my mama. She got enough to stress about my gon' get me out. No criminal record, but I'm making criminal records. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it iconic? Jacket so expensive you wouldn't even try on it. But it fit me perfect, I purchase it if I want it. The city on my shoulders, so no girl, you can't cry on it. When you make a list of the greatest, hate, am I on it? Maybe not yet, but I got the clock. Said it goes tick, tock, game on lock. Sun gon' shine, the rain won't stop, oh no. If I should die before I wake, I pray to the Lord, my soul to take, my soul to take, my soul to take.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que com a sua face, tudo que eu pedisse só você que me desse. Aí pensando Deus se esse quatro falasse. Mas que pena, já era, já era, já era. Não deixo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Seu rosto, a voz, ela é através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já que me deixou por aqui, aprendi a viver um pouco sozinho. Mas o que eu posso fazer, fia, se eu gosto da boemia. Essa noite pra mim é dia, mas posso mudar. Mas como isso é questão de tempo, então isso nem tenho muito, nem curto. Fica de canto, eu prefiro suar. Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois. O resto eu vejo depois. O resto eu vejo depois, talvez. Pode ser que uma mina firmeza possa trombar no rolê. É isso, deixa comigo, é só seguir o sentido e despertar os picos floridos. Mas não, pera lá, deixa eu falar, né assim. Para mim tem que ter valor. Não é só chegar e abusar, nem forjar, nem fingir que nem dá pra sentir o amor. Ó fita, ela nem confia mais em mim, acredita. No conto das minas que pra mim foi zica. Tava tudo claro, mas a cena complica e a saudade fica. Então já era, já era, já era. Não beijo mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Por quê? Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar. Nunca no mesmo lugar, seja sozinho a dois. O resto eu vejo depois.
For anyone telling you off for all your deeds. No sign, the roaring thunder stopped and cold to read. No time! I get mine and make no excuses, waste of precious breath. No time! The sun shines on everyone, everyone, love yourself to death. So you gotta fire up, you gotta let go. What he loves. I keep trying to conceive that death is from above. No time. I get mine and make no excuses, waste of precious breath. No time. The sun shines on everyone, everyone, love yourself to death. So you gotta fire up, you gotta let go. You never be loved till you make it alone. You gotta face up. Turn your head for 1 second and the tables turn. Yeah. And I know that I did you wrong. Will you trust me when I say that I'll make it up to you somehow? So you gotta fire up. You gotta let go. You never be loved till you make it wrong. You gotta face up. You gotta get low. You never know the top till you get too low. Step harder. I'm so sorry. Step harder. I'm so sorry.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
Wherever I go, my homies come too. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with it. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Make your lady back up in this, hop up in the 6, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank, I got plenty change. She rep HBK to over everything. Married to the game with the wedding rag. Everybody try to duplicate, we just innovate. Young and making plenty cake, get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet, being broke what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I stack my chips, I'm on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'll run you over. It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Huh? Wherever I go, my homies come too. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Ain't nothing changed with the name on the check. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I die about respect. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. Haters telling me to chill cause they need time. Rest in peace, it's the G8 and G. Hate on me cause we ain't leave the seat vacant. We taking the RAP game to a new place. I swear that we got this tied like a shoelace for real. Wherever I go, my homies come too. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with it. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Wherever I go, my homies come too. We up in this thing, love with it. Wherever I go, my homies come too. We up in this thing.
life, no American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, film antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect, you're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on the planet deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home, the biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh like the last comic standing. Make it the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model. Back to the bachelor pad, show us some. Newspaper boy, dog, fetch me my slippers. Feed me, do the dishes if you need me. Everybody's so emo, everyone expects emotion. While I'm holding on to long-term solution to that notion that everything must go, be shown off, be bad, be thrown into the lions as if the crowd cares. Some are born like us, most are born like them. Some will live to the fullest, some will die in the system. Just trying to live them out, see I admire the mission, acquire the license to listen with the fire to. So where's my welfare? Where's my healthcare? Where's my sandwich? There's my sandwich. So spin doctors spinning. Old white men grinning. Power to devour and do its bidding. Can you think of a single thing you've done that's meant anything, anything at all? I know I'll probably take the fall. I was going in circles till I hit the wall. Can you think of a single thing you've done that's meant anything, anything at all? I know I'll probably take the fall. I was going in circles till I hit the wall. I'm absolutely sure one day I'll settle down, find a special spot, a best gallons of milk. I've got trees growing, got a flower garden going, couple herbs for the cooking, couple more for the. Got a hammock for the swinging, fresh tomatoes for the salad. It'll compliment the burger straight cooking on the grill. Still a myself so stupid I can't walk home alone. No. Need a shoulder to lean on. I mean a coat. Music's my meal ticket. If I could keep living on, digging times ticking like waiting in line, and you don't get in. No weights in no hole, and the weight of the game is breaking your soul. Keep changing your game, playing the role. Keep telling my family short like Tolkien readers. Let it go hard to pick up teeth with broken fingers, and I humble myself till I was hollow inside. But no more. I get the zipper, you can swallow my pride. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they say there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that, the hood call it Ludic. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like go. My verses still be serving tight like a million. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South champion. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Shell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together, holding hands and holler, good life. We all in all black, it's like life. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hootie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder work, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, pressure up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the youth in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there.
You can taste the excitement here at the sold-out arena in Portland. You'll see Detroit and the Portland Trailblazers. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Reggie Bullock, Reggie Jackson out there with Johnson. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Morris in the power forward position. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. So it's Detroit now. To the middle. And Drummond kicks to Morris. To the paint. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late, but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
Plumlee dishes to McCollum. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him. And for the Pistons, they seem to have a direction and plan now that just wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path.
Here's Bullock. He kicks it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Morris. Offline with his 3. And Portland with the ball. And then Henderson with the jam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
To the wing right side. Bullock passes to Drummond. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to McCollum. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Aminu misses.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Myers-Leonard comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Harkless is checked in for Gerald Henderson. And Krabs subbed in for McCollum. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Jody Meeks in for Johnson. There's 1:54 left here in the first quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They were going to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Tolliver with the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Davis kicks to Lillard. Here's Crabbe. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Feeds it to Caldwell Pope. The pass to Tolliver. Puts up a 3. No good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Crabbe kicks to Lillard. There's the dish to Crabbe. He feeds it to Davis. 3-pointer, Lillard. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Meeks with the steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Grab dishes to Vonleh. Pass to Harkless. Takes the 3. Can't hit. Meeks. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Marcus Morris. Johnson is up there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. Here's Morris. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Morris has got his first points in this one. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
The feed to Drummond. And it's sent back by Plumlee. It's deflected. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Johnson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Aminu comes in for Crabb.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
Cullen passes to Henderson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Now, here is Morris. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Detroit, no good that time either.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of a season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
McCollum. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And it's Drummond missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And Meeks kicks to Johnson. Stolen by McCollum. Here we go, one-on-one. Plumlee dishes to Leonard. Back to Plumlee. Kicks to Aminu. Portland moving the ball over. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
First one falls for him. So for the Trailblazers, Ed Davis is checked in for Myers Leonard. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Gerald Henderson. Detroit also making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Reggie Bullock.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Kicks it out to Lillard. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Pistons trailed by 6. Meeks passes to Baines. Now, here's Meeks. He's guarded closely. Tolliver, no luck.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And taken away by Johnson. And they're pushing it up. Meeks can't hit.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And we've finished one half of basketball. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 6.
All right, I want everyone to...
Now, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Look at Gerald Henderson. He's been playing really well.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? Shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Look at Gerald Henderson. He's been playing really well.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Crabbe is up there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Davis. Then there's Vonleh. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Drummond. 4 on the clock. Crabbe pulls it in.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
First bullet. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
The shot misses. Good work defensively by Johnson. Greg, you just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15-29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Can't get it to fall. Portland leading by 4. Dishes it to Crabbe. Offensive rebound. Back to Lillard. From deep. Good on the shot. 5 points in the game.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Lillard against Jackson. He dishes it to Bullock. And there's a foul called on Alan Crane. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Morris throws it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Henderson kicks to Crabbe, but they recover it. Lillard outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Henderson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the rejection by Leonard. And he gets the bucket. And that's now 6 points for Andre Drummond. Passes it to Crabbe. Another steal. Caldwell Pope dishes to Morris. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lillard, the pass to Leonard. Back to Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons trailed by 5.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Morris with the ball. He's got 6. 6 to shoot. Here's Drummond. And the rejection by Leonard. An even 3-on-3 break. And he lays in the alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing. And
the third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Pistons trailed by 7. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Anthony Tolliver out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's Jackson in the point guard position.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole a game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
And he makes the first. And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that, but they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
Henderson kicks to Aminu. Portland moving the ball around. Henderson, no good.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Tolliver for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The pass to McCollum. And Aminu kicks to Henderson. The shot is off. And Detroit the other way now. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And the basket by McCollum.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Baines passes to Caldwell Pope. Jackson kicks to Baines. From the baseline. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Trailblazers leading by 3. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. A closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
And really, last season was one of improvement for the Pistons. They were able to shoot the ball better and better as the season wore on. Overall, they cut out the little mistakes that had bothered them back in 14.
Lillard attacking. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Blake. They set the pick. The 3. Portland grabs the miss. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Well, as you said, Greg, the Pistons were a team that showed marked improvement, and Clark, they did clean up their play style as well.
Yeah, they got better from 2014 to 15 in terms of upping their assist and cutting down the turnovers. Just made it a much more enjoyable game to watch the way they play.
Good on the second free throw.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Feeds it to Tolliver. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And the first one drops.
Anthony Tolliver at the line for 2.
He's off on the second.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Plumlee trying to break loose. Trailblazers keep it alive. Blake with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break.
We could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now nerves and tightness become a factor.
And it's becoming a battle of will right now. This is as good a game as we could have hoped for.
Who's guarded by Johnson. A 3 from McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. That's good.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 5. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. And Portland making a change here. Crab's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Jackson's checked in. Harkless comes with a double team. Johnson, good.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're losing by 6. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Andre Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Tolliver.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
It's stolen by Johnson. .102 left in the fourth quarter.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Crab kicks to McCullough.
A 3-pointer would be huge right now.
For a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
What a bucket at one of the...
They do have a foul to give here.
You might see them use it at some point.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trailed by 3. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Moving it up. Money!
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on.
And so it's Portland with.
I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me are on the same course. I'm slipping down a chain reaction, and here I go, here I go, here I go, go. And once again I'm yours in fractions. It takes me down, pulls me down low. Honey, it's raining tonight, but storms always have an eye. Tell me you're covered tonight, or tell me lies, tell me lies. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me, we're the same force. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I want you to know that I'm all yours. You and me run the same course. I want you to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same light. I'm better under your reflection. But did you know, did you know, did you know, no, that's anybody else that's met ya? It's all the same, all the same, all the same glow. Honey, it's raining tonight, but storms always have an eye.
Welcome to the Palace of Auburn Hills. We are in suburban Detroit, the home of the Pistons, where we'll be broadcasting today's game live. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Now Golden State's starting five. The Splash Brothers are the guards. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in the small forward position. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the sixth consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs from 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late, but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
Harris dishes to Drummond. Back to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. That one off the back iron and out.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Barnes. Curry. From beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Drummond. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And Curry, here we go. There's Green with the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Jackson with it. Drummond the screen. Jackson kicks to Harris. Uncovered. Connects. The jumper drops.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Jackson with it. Picked up by Thompson. Jackson again. Screen. On the wing, Johnson. Morris outside. Misses off the left iron. Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's what his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years, he has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach. And his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bazili's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. Warriors leading by 4. And here we go with Curry running it up the court.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for the Warriors. Left side, Harris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Harris has got his first points of the game. There's the dish to Spates. It's stolen by Moore. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Now here's Spates. Livingston, no luck.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Morris passes to Drummond. Just 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. And Morris throws it down.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And again, no good by Golden State. The Pistons trailing. Jackson dishes to Drummond. Inside. For the 3. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Barbosa kicks to Spates. Rebound, Detroit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Pistons on top, finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
We've got Harris. Marcus Morris is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Johnson, and it's Jackson in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. And he gets it to go.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Johnson attacking, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Johnson, the pass to...
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Outside, Green. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got 8 points.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Down low. Here's Drummond. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And it's Green missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Green, and it's Klay Thompson in for Ian Clark. Johnson kicks to Morris. Rush with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And he gets it to go. That's 7 points for Steph Curry.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Drummond can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's Barnes. Out to Thompson. And stolen by Drummond. And now the Pistons fast break. Harris has got the ball. And the officials whistle a foul on this shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Pistons?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Shot clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Brandon Rush. The Warriors trailing. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And Thompson throws it down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. No good from Spates.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Johnson for 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. It's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Drummond dishes to Jackson. Harris passes to Morris. Harris again, space. Drummond sets the screen for Harris. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
Five seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Spates. And it goes at the buzzer! And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Warriors lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut and at the pivot spot manning the middle. Harris outside. Over to the wing. Morris kicks to Drummond. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Warriors leading by 4.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And it's blocked by Curry. And Green slams it in.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Morris dishes to Jackson. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Outside Jackson. To tie. That one goes. Count it. Jackson's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
But they'll get another chance. And the shot is good.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Curry passes to Green. Rebounded by Jackson.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost plus 15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Brandon Rush. And Ian Clark subbed in for Steph Curry. And he nails the third.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Iguodala. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala.
That's his second personal foul.
The Pistons have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. That free throw good for Morris. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lows.
Good. Pistons trailed by 3. On the wing, Johnson. Johnson double team. And it's Drummond with the jam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Spates kicks to Iguodala. Good. Iguodala's got 6 points. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Checking in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson.
On the wing, Thompson. Rejected by Harris. And that's it for the... We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Pistons trailed by 4. Jackson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Johnson outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14, but they recover it. And Drummond kicks to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Harris.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
And, well, Detroit shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. To the paint. It's tipped. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Thompson. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. And check out the bounce.
Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right.
You
Showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Pistons trailed by 6. Jackson kicks to Harris. Morris outside. Dishes to Harris. Pistons passing it around. Kicks it to Drummond. Feeds it to Harris. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And Green gets it to go.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Morris dishes to Drummond. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Ian Clark. They get the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The game now all-time. And that's 11 points for Reggie Jackson.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. 16 points for Tobias Harris. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Down low. Got a piece of it. And now, in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. To the paint. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Finished off the break. Jackson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 2. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Different look here for the Warriors. Kazili's checked in for Bogut. Spades comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes. And it's Rush in for Klay Thompson. From deep, Iguodala. And that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 1. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
In matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Misses the jumper.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Here's Curry. It falls.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
To the middle. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the Pistons with possession here.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
6 to shoot. Passes to Iguodala. But 3 cannot hit.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.